All right. Hello and welcome to another Franchise Hockey Manager 4 stream. My name is Adam. I'm the Community Manager of Franchise Hockey. Not with me this time is FHM producer Jeff because, as he kind of alluded to in the earlier stream today, he hasn't really slept that much since the beta went live. And he probably is now. I sent him a message, so you never know. He could just decide to show up halfway through. But right now, we are coming back to our Las Vegas campaign. We just started. If you missed the first part, we redrafted the Las Vegas, or sorry, not Las Vegas, the Vegas Golden Knights. And we are trying to not be terrible. But unfortunately, that hasn't worked out so well. We have got destroyed in our first two games. And I'm not really sure what else to say. We're trying pretty hard, but it's just not working great. I think what it's going to be very clear here is if things don't start taking off, we are putting everybody up on the trade block. And we will just roll the dice. Okay, we have 49 guys under contract. This would also explain a lot. Whew. So maybe we look for getting rid of some players here at some point. I did not realize we had so many guys under contract. Alright. Good to know. Anyways, play this first game versus Arizona. We're just kind of going to sim right through it because things have not been going very good so far. As you can see, Calvin Pickard has played in 2 games and currently has an .820 save percentage. That is not good at all. So we sim the game, and again, if you're tuning in, or if this is the first time you're seeing Franchise Hockey Manager 4, you will notice there's a new end screen telling you kind of how the game went. And we can see here that we just lost 3-2. So not a bad game. Again, players who played good for us, Jack Johnson. Players who had a bad game. Nobody had a really bad game. We're just not getting the wins, which is not great, but we'll get there eventually. Gave up a goal in every period and scored 2 in the final. So we got our 2, Shea Theodore and Eric Hull. Okay, good to know. But it is what it is. You can't do too much else. Again, this is right now, if you are watching this on Twitch with us, which is twitch.tv/OOTP Developments. We stream every Wednesday night. It's our regular stream, but Adam, who is me, also does occasional extra streams such as this one. This is the open beta we are having, so there is a chance that we might run into a few errors or something that needs to get changed or fixed. So if we stop, or if you see the numbers here right now, for instance, those are just because I'm in debug mode, and it's letting me know in case something pops out, and I go, okay, we need to make sure that gets changed. And we can see some players are getting injured, and we got a game versus Detroit. Gudu Creative has shown up in the chat, so hi Gudu. And 0-3. I don't even know what to say. Let's play through the third period on this one. I feel like our team's shouldn't be as bad as it is. Like that's basically the only way I say this. And again, if you haven't seen the in-game, this is the new in-game. So we'll take options here. We'll take off game stoppages, clock speed. We want the clock speed fast. Average highlights. So this is the highlights coming through, telling you about all the major things happening. Oh my goodness, we took a 1-goal lead. Thomas Plekanec buries his first goal of the season, assisted by David Perron. And yes, you are hearing crowd noises and goal horn. And despite being outshot 16-5, we take a 1-0 lead into the second period. And Franz Nielsen buries the first goal to tie it up. And then Abdelkader scores. Make it 2-1. But Brian Ruff scores to tie her up. 2-2. Alright. But then Abdelkader scores. 3-2. That hurts. Outshot 29-9. It's 3-2. David Perron scores to tie it up on the 10th shot of the game, 14 minutes left. Sorry, Gudu. It's pretty loud on my end, too, for that matter. Outshot 40-12, but we're hanging in there. I would like to think this is the... No, we give up a fourth goal with 4 minutes left. And we just can't get enough shots on net. And we lose 4-3. Nobody had a bad game, nobody had a good game. Just can't get her done. This is kind of heartbreaking. We keep losing all these games. The good news is we're finally learning our new play style and getting some shots. I think we're going to have to go and tweak our tactics just a little bit to see if we can make a few adjustments. And let's see. Oh, Semi Vatanen is coming back soon. That'll also help our defense a lot. Maybe we should try and... Ben Sherratt's still under contract. Jack Johnson isn't. Shea Theodore is. It's so many guys we just... They're on the cusp of wanting to do something better, but not quite there yet. In the chat, Fishbowl Ninja Asset, I'm excited about line chemistry. So could we take a look at how it works or how to tell who has chemistry with other players? Well, if you come into a player's stat screen, you can see here there's a big thing that just says chemistry. Right now, because we are playing as Vegas, nobody really has chemistry because, well, they're just learning how to play with each other. And that's kind of the big thing. If we look at, and for instance, if I come down here and go to Vancouver and look at their roster and click on Daniel Sedin, we should see his chemistry with Henrik Sedin is excellent. Why? Because they've played together for forever. So the computer or you can use this information to kind of tie it together, and they will bounce back and work together more. Hopefully that gives you a bit of an idea. It's just something you got to play around with. We are still in fairly tight here, huh? All right. I'm just gonna let the... All right, we've got some guys and it's redone the lines, and I'm actually a little bit more happy with those lines. I'm gonna even out our ice times a bit because, well, yeah, you know what, that's fine. Try and see if we can make a little bit of a difference. You can see also on our injured list we have Semi Vatanen, who's now day-to-day, but Mikhail Grigoski, who we don't really want, but he's indefinite, and David Clarkson, again, guy who we don't really want either, but just taking up cap room. Well, Fishbowl, thanks for coming out to another one. It's just something you have to play around with, but again, it's not. It wasn't a focus for us in our earlier stream because again, we were just picking Vegas, and there's this chemistry stuff. It takes time to develop too, so eventually we can see guys get chemistry together, but it's going to take some time for them to get there. And Semi Vatanen soon. All right. I'm super pumped to that because he will greatly help our defense. But oh man, Cam Ward dropped to 2 stars. That is not good. Should we maybe just put him on offer for somebody? What we could get for Cam Ward? So we also have the shop now or shop player feature, so we'll just put Cam Ward up and see. And we got no offers for him, unfortunately. Which is not unsurprising, but hey. Is there a defenseman we could move? I don't really want to move Calvin DeHaan. Shea Theaters. I wonder if we could move Lucas Biza. That'll be a guy to look at when Semi Vatanen is fully healthy. And again, we'll put Cam Ward in here for this Boston game. 714 save percentage. That basically signs up. Good Creative in the chat says, so did you sign Shubkayev or was he already automatically signed? He is already automatically signed regardless of how you do the Vegas redraft. If you want some more information on this, I would suggest watching the first video. It is up on YouTube now. Jeff explained it fairly well what happened. And we lose 6-1 to Boston. My goodness. We cannot catch a break. I just don't know. Oh, we're getting badly outshot. Alright, we're going to sit down and rethink our tactics maybe. We're trying to shoot the puck. Maybe we should play a little bit more passing-oriented game. Because we got to get some wins at some point. Alright, so our global tactics, let's start off. Offensive risk taking. Normal's fine. We're going to try and grind some games. We're going to move it to low. Our tactics is shoot the puck, so we want to dump and shoot. I'm thinking more we should maybe get to we're up to 3 stars on that. Well, maybe we should be trying the funnel. Thoughts? PUOC 66. I will look. I'm just debating whether we should change this or not. Looking for thoughts from the chat, or do we stick her out and hope for the best? The 1-3-1-4 check will be a good defensive tactic for us, I think. I'm just I am just not sure which tactic. I can't. Shoot the puck should work. We're just still growing into it. And I just can't decide if we should change something or not. Let's leave it for now. We'll see if we turn it down, if that makes a bit of a difference. And just let our teams hopefully grind it out a little more. Because we got to find a way to shut down our defense, because that is not working at all. Sim game versus Buffalo, and we finally win a game. Holy cow, Calvin Pickard stands on his head, making 28 of 29 saves, and we win 5-1. All right, party. That is great. Good job, guys. Perron assisted by James Neal, Cody Eakin. Shea Theodore assisted by Lucas Biza, David Perron. Kyle Grabner assisted by Vadim Shipkayov. Mikhail Boddicker, James Neal, Alex Tuck, Thomas Plekanec. Mikhail Boddicker. Good. Awesome. History has been made. It only took till the middle of October for us to finally win a game. I will take a quick look at the schedule after this. And Semi Vatanen is now back. Awesome. Standings, and we can see Detroit is actually 3-2-1 for 7 points. And they are significantly ahead of us. As you can see, we here are in last place. But the good news is we are only 1 game behind Vancouver. So, that's fine. Magic Robot in the chat says, when the game is released on Friday, will those numbers next to the news articles be gone? Magic Robot, I have debug mode turned on. It's an option when you start the game. Sorry, not even when you start the game. If you go back to your start screen and if you go into settings, you can enable debug trace. I have that turned on right now because in case there's an error in something and I want to make note of it for us. Otherwise, you wouldn't see them. But again, this is a beta. Even though I'm playing it now and it will be archived on our YouTube, things can change a little bit. Alright, Semi Vatanen is back, so let's get him on the roster. And let's put up Lucas Biza and see what we can get for him. We got 7 offers. Montreal is offering Chris Terry a 7th round pick. John Ruta, a 7th round pick. Danik Martel. Nothing's jumping off here that's saying, yes, you must take the selection. I'm not really liking that, so I'm going to hold off and maybe we'll come back to... Alright, where is Spiza? Okay, Spiza's playing 4th set. I'm going to take him out. Otherwise, I could use the replace with and put in... Actually, I can anyways. And put in Semi Vatanen. And so now Sami Vatanen gets dressed. You can see here he's dressed and has replaced him on all his spots. But Sami Vatanen should actually probably climb up. And so if we create lines, we can see Vatanen moves up to our first pairing. Which we're actually okay with. And just turn that down a little bit. All right. No problem. It's a great question to ask. Your payroll exceeds the salary cap. Uh-oh. I did not realize Sami Vatanen was getting paid that much money. Which means we do need to move Spiza. So I guess we better go back and look at those trade proposals. 22-year-old Tim McCauley. Zach Palmquist. Alright, 22-year-old Daniel Martel. Well, the guy put up some points, so let's do this trade with Philly. And so we got Martel down in the minor leagues for us. And we have moved back to being cap compliant, which is great. And we'll hit next. Gouda Creative in the chat asks, what do the numbers in the brackets next to the shop player mean? Very simply put, in one of the earlier builds of the game, it was possible for you to basically shop your entire team in one day. And we looked at it and said, you know, that's not exactly what we want to happen with the shop player feature. So you're limited to three in one day. You can only shop 3 players max. And that's basically why. And 1-5-0. Yeah, it's not a bad thing. It's pretty simple, all things considered. It's not really hurting anyone. So okay, we got rid of Luis Spiza and we got Sami Vatanen. All right, we're still very high up on our cap, but again, we're probably going to be selling some guys off here pretty soon. Like we have some guys to build around, like Matt Dumba and Vatanen, and Bogosian isn't really, you want to build around him, but he's not a bad piece to have. Calvin DeHaan, say Theodore, Jack Johnson, depending on how much he wants. Game versus St. Louis. Picard's on fire. Might as well let him go for another one and see what happens. And we lose, unfortunately. 5-2. And he loses his fire that quick. Which, of course, just happened. Andrew86 says, okay, like in OOTP. Yeah, it's the same idea, except for there isn't a dedicated screen. Rather, it just comes in personal messages. So you can pick and choose from the messages. Gouda Creative says, Patrick Laine would be good to build around. Yeah, he wouldn't be bad, but unfortunately, there's not a chance for prying him away from Winnipeg. And again, there are some guys Vegas has, like Cody Glass, who are significantly good prospects. Another thing you might notice, scouting reports. So you can see goalies, left defensemen, and they're all done by position now rather than just getting bulk scouting reports. Which is nice, especially if you're trying to look for one specific person. Which reminds me, I was going to, now that Jeff's not here, look at our personnel and go, we need to hire some more guys. We need some more European scouts, for instance. Actually, I should just check my finances. I have a budget of 4.1 million and we're currently using not very much. So we have lots of room to add guys. Although we don't have any money for free agents. So let's see if this will work. We want scouts. Now let's see. Grab another guy for Alberta. Grab another guy for Atlantic Canada. Grab a Swedish guy. Grab a few more. Not exciting, but again, as a team, we're trying to build around. We are trying to build through the draft, so we need to have some guys who can actually scout and make sure we get good scouting reports. No matter where we are, so we'll grab some of those guys. Oh, that was not what I wanted to do. Oh, well, that's okay. Grab another guy from Central Europe. Eastern US. Grab him. Finnish region. Former USSR, let's grab another guy. All right. Illinois has a bunch of guys. Kansas. We are an American team, so we might as well cover a decent amount. Grab another Manitoba scout. Grab some more Americans because they can cover some of the college hockey going on. There is new scouting regions, yes. You can also permanently assign scouts to a particular region now if you want. Grab a guy from Michigan. And get some Minnesota. All right. Okay, grab one more guy from New York. Northern Europe, here we go. Kent Nielsen can come scout for us. As can Anders Carlson. And Timo Solani we'll hire on as a scout. OHL draft region. Average to good. Okay, that guy wants a lot of money to scout there, but he's worth it, I hope. A lot of scouts in Ontario for some reason. Crazy. Oregon, Pennsylvania. I don't know. I feel like we beefed up our scouting yet. Oh, I should add another Saskatchewaner. Jeff Ogier sounds good. Scotland. Stockholm. Alright. Take this guy. Grab a guy for Texas, because why not? Norm McIver and Michel Goulet. Bring on Don Waddell as a scout for us. That makes sense too. And I'm going to let the CPU decide where these guys are going to scout, but we are going to cover everything we can think of. And just for a friend, scout in Wisconsin. And alright, there we go. So now if we look at our scout department, we have a significantly beefed up scouting department. Alright, works for me. Guru Creative in chat says, also have to say the heavier font weight is much, much better. We didn't actually have it in until a fairly late build, to be perfectly honest. But I am pleasantly surprised with how good it looks. It's a little bit actually jarring to go back to FHM 3 now, which is a weird thing to say. Okay, so we got to play against Chicago, who's the top team in our division. Woo. But the good news is it looks like we're actually starting to match up not bad, so that's always good. We're going to put Cam Ward in net. And sim the game, and we win 2-1. All right. Cam Ward had a good game. And we win an overtime, even better. You gotta love when you can win an overtime. Zach Bogosian continues to take penalties for us, though. I'm not happy about that. Gonna have to watch and make sure that doesn't continue. Oh no, that wasn't on here. Okay, right. So we're 2-6-0 in the month of October. Not great, but certainly not bad either. Again, if you're just tuning in and you missed our first stream earlier, it is up on our YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/OOTP Developments. You may also notice with this, I am not in challenge mode, which challenge mode is kind of what Path to Glory has become, although there are still elements from it in this. You can now actually sim ahead in the larger chunks again, if you wish. So we got a game versus Colorado, and Colorado is actually worse than us. They have 1 point on the year, which is shocking. They have 1 point from 1 overtime loss. All right, let's play this game out and see how it goes. Put Cal and Picard in net. Let them run with it. First goal of the game. First shot on net. All right, good job. Then we give up a goal right away immediately afterwards. What is this? Colorado. Bobby Ryan comes on through, buries a goal. End of the first period, tied 2-2. Bobby Ryan, second goal of the game, third goal on the year. Up 3-2 at the end of 2. The shots on, get caught up. Jack Johnson scored, assisted by Mikhail Grabner and Semi Vatanen to make it 4-2. Bobby Ryan with the hat trick, 3 minutes left. All right, and that's the first hat trick. And then Alex Tuck with his second goal of the game puts the icing on the cake, and when we are up 6-2. That is where the game ends with us 28 shots. All right. Awesome. Bobby Ryan had a great night. 3 goals and 1 assist. But something we maybe need to take a little bit closer look at is maybe our power plays and find out why we are so bad on our power plays. But to slow down the style seems to have worked some for us, which I probably should have done sooner since we are starting a new tactic. But hey, live and learn. Avs are 0-9-1, so that could realistically happen this year, let's be honest. Josh Manson is gone for big loss. All right. All right, before this game in New York, we will take a look at our power play and see if we can tweak anything to make it a little better. Somebody on this afternoon chat said, man, you're only at 10? That's the lowest I've ever seen. Well, we were actually at -1 at one point in one of our FHM 3 streams with Team Iceland. Okay, our first power play line is David Perron, Mikhail Boddicker. I'm not really seeing an issue with any of these. With any of these tactics. I mean, they don't look bad. And I don't know who I'd rather put on. Those are kind of the guys who I want to put on. Fishbowl in the chat says, what are your go-to tactics? It really depends what your team's based around, but for defensive tactics, I do typically like the 1-3-1 check. I'm not really seeing a need to change. I know we're getting badly outbeat right now, but I think that's just more of the lack of players we have. Alright, so we're at New York. We're playing the Islanders. They're 7-3-1. Let's put Ward in again. And we'll sim this game out, and we lose 3-1. Calvin DeHaan had a good game against his former club. Again, nothing terribly bad. Just 1 goal a period. Alright, and playing the Rangers. Yves Picard in net. Playing against Ondrej Pavelec. And that Zuccarello makes it 1-0. Panic ties it up 1-1. Kevin Hayes makes it 2-1. But then James Neal comes down and buries it to make it 2-2. Kreider makes it 3-2. Matt Zuccarello scores a second, and it's 4-2 at the end of 1. And not a whole lot happens in the second period. Moving on to the third. Alex Tuch scores his first goal of the game, third goal of the season. Pull us up and make it 4-3. Keep throwing it up, and Zach Bogosian buries it to tie it up. Alright. Fishbowl Ninja in the chat asks, when building your team, do you tend to go small, speedier players or big players with some physical, or a mix of both? Typically I look for a bit of mix of both, but with this particular game we went with what is literally the best available players. Oh, and the Rangers score with just over 5 minutes left to take the lead. Nash scores to make it 6-4, and it looks like we're walking away without a victory here. And we just can't buy a goal. Shot miss, shot miss. That hurts. Alright, not a bad game for us, just can't get the win. 4 goals in the first period is not a good way to start. Fishbowl says it's all about power forwards. It really depends what your tactic you want to go for. For instance, in FHM 3, in our last Red Wings campaign, we went for a lot of guys who could put the puck in the net, so we switched to a fire wagon style of hockey. Right now, since we're not good, I think the most important thing for us to do is just get pucks to the net, which is why I went shoot the puck. And we'll kind of dance around it from there. Development report. Some guys went down, but other guys went up, which is okay. And we can see some of the guys we have coming, like Nick Suzuki and Cody Glass. Wait. Oh yeah, Riley Smith's. Oh, he's playing with us. Yeah, that's right. Oh right, we took Hunter Shinnikirk. I forgot about that. And Magnus PRV. All right, so we have a decent AHL team too. We really got to get rid of some of these goalies, though, by the looks of it. At some point, anyways. And so we finished the month of October at 3-8-0. Not great, but certainly could be worse. As Jeff said in our first stream, you know, if we probably get 60 points on the year, we'll have had a very successful season. I'm less optimistic. I'm hoping we can get to around 50, and 40 might be stretching it. But hey, we'll see how it goes. Steve Cox thinks the season has been really disappointing so far and you really need to improve the team. Thanks, buddy. At least we're not getting fired yet. But it's going to take some work for us to get back on track. Playing Boston. Boston's hovering just over 500. Again, maybe we bite the bullet and get rid of Cam Ward and just bring up Malcolm Subban. Oh, he dropped to 1.5 stars? Well, that's not good. Alright, good to know. And, alright, let's place him on the trade block. And place him on the trade block. And we'll place him on the trade block too. Let's take Dansk off the trade block for now. And if we get any offers for somebody, then maybe we can move someone as well. Alright. Playing the game. Versus Boston. Sim the game, and we lose, and our goalie's cold, and we lose 7-1. Man, that hurts. And Eric Hall is hurt, because of course he is. Day to day. Not hurt enough to leave the team though, so we're not going to pull him out. He's not injured. Well, he's injured, but he's just... What? Wait. What? I did not realize he had a detached retina. Alright then. So we're going to put him on the injured list. Now the question is, do we bring up Leipzig or put Leipzig in, or who else do we have? And the answer is no one who we really want. Other than maybe Bo Bennett we play, but some of these other guys need to keep finding success. So, all right, we are going to put in Mr. Brendan Leipzig, and we will recreate our lines. And give her a snooze and see what happens. Fishbowl Ninja. Other than the immediate getting trade value or trade offers, what are the differences between shop player and placing them on the trade block? You know, to be perfectly honest, there isn't a huge amount of difference. Other than shop now will give you immediate offers. Whereas the other one, you could possibly wait a little bit longer. Oh, they're offering a goalie for a goalie, but let's reject that. That's not really what I'm looking for. I'm just trying to think if there's anyone we could really make a trade offer for. Maybe take a look at the stats and see if anybody pops up who. So you can smack together a package. Alright. What is the star beside his name? I am honestly not 100% sure there. I'm thinking it might have to do because he's as a left wing and that is his preferred go-to. Take a look at the front office, see if anybody is on the trade block who would be Phil Kessel. Oh man. I don't know. I don't know what I'm looking for. Let's be honest. I kind of almost want to get Phil Kessel just because. I think that would be hilarious. Should I try for Phil Kessel? Go to creative, tell me if I should. The Islanders have a need to right defense. Alright. If we're gonna swing for the fences, let's swing for the fences. Who do we have on defense who we could give up? Oh, it's a good prospect we could give up. No, not that. Or what if I gave them a 7th round pick this year? I'd really like to dump some more salary, let's be honest. Uh, oh man, Nick Suzuki's hurt too? What's wrong with him? Oh, fractured rib, okay. I'm not really hurting anything. Alright, I'm offering Zach Bogosian, Derek England, Riley Smith, and 2 second-round picks for John Tavares. Fingers crossed, people. If I get Tavares, we will consider going after Phil Kessel. All right. Ottawa. This is where we. Oh, Mike Condon is on fire. All right. And it's 1-0, 2-0, 3-0. 3-0 at the end of the first period, and well, we're hitting a hot goal. And well, we're just sitting the end of the game. End up 5-0. We get outshot 51-21. Ouch. That is the only thing I can say to that. Ouch. Riley Smith has converted to center. Perfect. Good thing Jeff saddled us with a 5-year, $5 million contract with Riley Smith. Actually, that wasn't Jeff. I take it back. I'm just giving him a hard time. Oh, but if they actually accepted that, oh my goodness. To be perfectly honest, I was tempted to throw in a first-round pick. I don't want to, but I was tempted. Ristolainen's hurt. Reed Duke has become better at left wing, and yeah, all right. Come on, Islanders. Come on, Islanders. Just say yes. Just say yes. You know they want to. Games versus Toronto, Montreal. Toronto is actually not even at 500. There's one game under 500. Luckily, they're playing us, which means they're probably going to destroy us. Because, of course, they are. Cam Ward, get in there, and we lose 4-3. And it wasn't even in overtime. Man, we cannot catch him. Obi-Wan Tavares, you are our only hope. It would certainly change the fortunes of our franchise. Play Montreal, and who did I start in that last game? Cam Ward. Okay, so I did start him. Alright, help us out here, Calvin. Step up and steal us a game. And he doesn't. He doesn't. We lose 6-3. Honestly, we must have like the worst save percentage. Like, we could set the record for the worst save percentage of all time. Check out league leaders. Yeah, I will in 1 second. Kind of hoping we get Tavares and then I can look and be like, oh, look, he's the league leader. The Islanders say no way. But it's close to being alright. Alright, what else could they possibly want? So let's take out England. I bet you they probably want... No, third rounder won't do it, huh? If I offer them 3 seconds, they will probably do it. Alright, I think we gotta do this. Offer trade. Oh, I was gonna check league leaders. Okay, sorry. I will do it in a second. Music's pumping. It's getting ready for us to make this big trade. Everybody knows. Ryan gets laugh. 6 points. I don't even want to know what Patrick Laine is going to do to our goaltending, so... Oh, we only lose 1-0. I am pleasantly surprised by that. One problem at a time. Stats. One problem at a time there. Alright. Ovechkin's leading in goals. Crosby in assists. Crosby in total points. Nothing really saying too much. Stats are kind of where you expect them to be. Zach Bogosian has 51 block shots. Calvin DeHaan's got 46. Alright. Goalie leaders. Who's leading the league in losses? We are... Save percentage. I don't even want to know what our save percentage is. That'll just make me sad if I look too closely at that. They have accepted it, which means we are pulling the trigger on this. Goodbye, Zach Bogosian and Riley Smith, and hello, John Tavares. All right, renew contract. He wants 9.79. Do it. We are signing him for whatever he wants because he came here. And suddenly, John Tavares, maybe, just maybe, helps turn our franchise around. Alright, we also have some salary cap room right now, so let's take a look at... should we grab one of these defensemen? Let's see who's available at Free Agent Center. Oh, Free Agent Center is not very kind. Interesting. Alright, so we cleared some cap room, cleared a couple contracts offered. So who is our next depth man? Billy Polka. Maybe we just call Polka. We'll just leave him for now. All right, John Tavares. Man, that makes me happy. Well, we have Ben Sherrod, who is on the bench, who's 14 defensive level, so that's not bad. All right, sweet. Okay, just for fun. Just for fun. Let's take a look to see what Phil Kessel. They need a left winger. Left winger. Man, Phil's contract is 7.65. I don't know if we can eat that contract. Man, I better not. I better not. I'm not going to do that right now. All right, we got to redo these lines. John Tavares is on our first line. Oh, I love it. And suddenly things become more interesting. All right. Players need to be assigned numbers, which is John Tavares. He wants to be number 91. Well, we don't have a problem with that. Assign him his number. You know, we've had Mark Stahl on our team before, and it didn't really turn out. I'm not going after him again. Ooh, good job, Nicholas Haig. Better yet, he's turning out. All right. Michael Hutchison gets moved again. Traded to Toronto. Poor guy's just moving all around all over the place. And now, of course, our first game, we get Edmonton. Because, of course we do. Who else are we going to play? Sim this game through, and we lost 2-1. Good news is Calvin Pickard's still on fire. Alex Tuck scores a second goal. How did our new number one center do? John Tavares, 56-59 for a 60 overall game rating, 3 shots on net. 3 shots on net, 2 missed shots, 18:07 ice time. Good, playing some shorthanded. And Shea Theodore's roughed up for 8 days. Oh, he's really hurt. All right. Well, let's bring up then. We're going to bring up Derek England. All right. So now we can take Shea Theodore and be like, all right. Actually, let's just take a look here. Strategy. Shea Theodore is on our last pairing, so that's fine. Derek England's going. Nope. Shea Theodore is going to be replaced with England, so he comes in for everything, and I don't have to worry about my lines anymore. Well, Bungie Designs, he says, I want this game. Well, you can get the eSeller copy if you purchase it now from our website, otpdevelopments.com, or you can wait till Friday when it comes on Steam. What did I just do? Derek England wants 29. can have 29 for now, unless a goalie wants it. In which case, we'll talk later. How is Shipkayev doing? Not very well. Take a look there here in one more minute. Ryan McDonough is traded to Philly for Sean Couturier. Interesting. And very surprising trade. He currently has 4 assists, and he's a -8. Not exactly great numbers. But we're playing Vancouver, who is one of the worst lines in the league, apparently. So, we're up to an .888 save percentage from Kellen Pickard, so that's good. And we win 4-2. Woo! Woo! Awesome. Alex Tuck continues to come through scoring goals. Cody Eakin scores. Matt Dumba, Alex Tuck, and Bobby Ryan scores. Awesome. Just awesome. Right now, we are just trying to remain somewhat competitive. And I think we have a chance with John Tavares. On our power plays, at least. Just gives everybody a bit more of a break. Remember, with FHM 4, we use the whole scale. We go from 0.5 to 5. So a 2-star player means that he can probably play in the league. It just means he's not going to be a complete all-star in the league, which you might start seeing with a 3 or 3.5 star guy. 2 stars isn't bad. It's just, and you're right. We don't have enough information what it's going to be like for him. Playing against LA, we're going to put Ward in for this game. Who's up to an 891 save percentage. So we recovered some, and we lose 2-1. Darn. And again, we can't seem to get a game to overtime. Trying, just not getting there. Is there any way to check chemistry on players on one screen, or do you have to look on to each player's information? Gudu, I believe right now you have to look on their player page, but I could be wrong. But it's not something, again, that I've been very concerned about with Vegas. Alright, we're going to play 1 or 2 more games, and we're probably going to call it a night for tonight. I will be back on Wednesday night with Jeff at the latest, and there is a very good chance I will be streaming at some point on Wednesday too. And that could be in the morning Eastern time or in the afternoon to make it easier for our European players. Alex the Tall 25, I will be new to FHM this year. I just want to know if team can be relocated or a new expansion after the one in Vegas. Thanks. You can still expand. Right now, you have to expand by 2 teams still. They're currently working on trying to get it so you can expand by 1 team to balance it out. But they're hoping to get it in before the official release Friday, but it's not a guarantee. But they are trying. You can only expand on July 1st, though, because it has to be part of the new league year. Gudu in the chat says, so twice Wednesday. Gudu, right now I'm thinking yes, that's subject to change. But again, watch our Twitter account, as that's usually the place where I am able to get that information up as quick as I can. Game versus Anaheim, who is currently got to be fairly high as they're at 27 points. All right, let's play this game. And Ryan Miller's 4 stars, 4 fires, because of course he is. 1-0. John Tavares scores to make it 1-1. Steele scores to make it 2-1. But Brendan Leipzig scores his first goal. And it's 2-2 at the end of the first. Corey Perry scores to make it 3-2. 4-2. Tavares scores the second goal to make it 4-3. And he's keeping it in there. Ryan Russ comes down, scores to make it 4-4. Cody Eakin scores to give us a 5-4 lead. And then Brandon Monador ties her up. Ugh. 5 minutes left. And for the first time in quite a while, we go to overtime. And now we're on to a shootout. So let's slow this down a little bit and quick play. And Anaheim wins, unfortunately. Shot, goal, shot, goal, shot, goal. The good news is, at least, it was an overtime loss, so we get 1 point. And Calvin Pickard is now up to 2 fires. 6-5 overtime loss. Well, we're trying. We are trying hard. Now I'm going to have to tell Jeff, too, that I traded for John Tavares, so it'll be interesting to see his reaction. And I will do my best to have this video up tonight on our YouTube channel as well. So you can watch the archives and get caught up before we continue at Wednesday. If I stream morning or afternoon, it will be the Vegas one continuing. It's possible. Okay, Shea Theodore's back, so let's get him in for England. England. Why can I not see your name? Because I don't understand how things work. There we go. I'm looking for Theodore. Playing versus San Jose. We'll leave our hot goalie in, see if he can do anything for us. 1-0 San Jose. Here we go. Badly outshot. But we get back with it. Okay, there we go. 2. Got congratulations. And so 2-1 at the end of the second period. Jeff isn't the good cop, he's the guy who questions every decision I make. And we're currently getting destroyed on shots, but we get back within one to make it 3. And then Mikhail Grabner scores a second goal of the game, tie her up with just under 3 minutes left. And our top guys have no energy left. Guys still have no energy left, so let's keep the front line out there. Alright, game tied at the end of regulation. Crowd. And so now we're down to a shootout where we won the shootout. Huzzah! Awesome. And everyone's happy as they leave the building. Vegas wins its 5th game of the season, November 24th. All right. Dust our hands off. Be excited and happy. Our team could make a comeback. Okay, I will go to the end of the month. Play game versus Arizona, sim it through, and unfortunately, and this occasionally happens because we are in a beta, the game has crashed. So I am going to end the stream here instead, and we will come back to this. So thank you very much for tuning in to another Franchise Hockey Manager stream. We stream every Wednesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern on twitch.tv/OOTP Developments. You can reach out to us on our Facebook page, which is facebook.com/Franchise Hockey Manager. On Twitter, we are at Franchise Hockey, which is where to follow us when Adam does special streams. Again, chat's going a little bit wild. This is a beta. Things happen. This is why we continue to test the game. You can pre-order FHM 3 right now, or FHM 4, sorry. Still getting into the habit of saying FHM 4. From our website and get immediate access to the beta, which is ootpdevelopments.com. You can also click on the community button on the website, which will bring you to our official forums where you can come talk about FHM 4, Out of the Park Baseball, MLB Manager, or anything else your heart desires, because there's forums on there for just about everything. And I think that's about it. Again, the Steam version is coming. It will be here on Friday, October 6th. So thank you very much for tuning in to another stream, and we will see you all again next time.